Here's the Arizona Trail. Pretty high drift right here. It's about 3 feet high. Good morning, it's day 49. I just broke down camp. I'm loaded up, ready to go. And today's a big climb, 7 miles of torture. But right now the true torture is all these bugs flying around my face. So I'm gonna get going just to try to go somewhere a little breezier. But I'll talk to you up on trail once I'm huffing and puffing. I probably won't film as much because I'll be super tired and I'll be breathing too hard to say anything. But one funny story this morning. So the toilets here at this campground are way in the beginning of the campsite. So I ran over there and I saw a group of like 5 people leave a campground area and head towards it, and I was like, oh, and they all went to the toilet area. And as I slowed down because I figured they were up there. And then when I got there, I saw 3 people standing. Well, the toilet area, you gotta like take a little side trail to those doors. They all went up there, so I thought, oh my gosh, they all have to go. So I get there, I see 3 people standing in front of the doors, staring at the doors. And I asked, is this a line? And they're like, oh no, the right one's empty. So basically 3 people were standing there staring at the other 2 people's doors while they're going to the bathroom. Why couldn't they just go down to the trail and say, yeah, I'll meet you once you're down there? It's just so weird why they would just go, hey, I'm gonna come watch your door as you poop and try to hear any noises you make. Cool? Bugs. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Please, if I have to go to the bathroom, do not follow me. Stand right in front of the door and stare at the door. I mean, please don't do that. All right, let's get going. Look at a beautiful canyon we've been walking down. Sunrise, sun, beautiful. Let me just show you this around here. The bugs caught up with me. Stunning though, isn't it? Look at those rocks. I keep looking up at the rocks looking for bighorn sheep, but nothing yet. And way down below, sun's rising. Awesome. You see the bugs? Ugh. I guess this is Manzanita. It looks like a day use area. There's even stairs right there that go down to the creek and everything. And there's drinking water here. Not on now, but and there's the pit toilets. That's what the pit toilets look like, by the way. I don't know if I showed you. 2 stories, you go up to go, and the bottom is the collection tanks, I guess. And it's pretty nice. I mean, there's nice picnic tables, benches. Good spot to have breakfast. Huh. Probably should have come here for everything, huh? See how steep this trail is? We're going further up the canyon somewhere. Goodbye, canyon. It was fun walking up you. There's a river, and we have hit the stage of switchbacks. We're leaving the canyon and heading up. It looks like we're gonna just kind of skirt this canyon, but go up a lot quicker and then suddenly veer northwest. Downside is, I thought morning, oh yeah, it's better to do climb in the morning when it's cooler, right? But in this case, we're gonna be on the left side of the canyon pretty much, which will mean the sun will be shining right on it all morning. In this case, it actually been better to go late afternoon when the sun has been off, shining on it, and the rocks have cooled down a little bit more. So let's get a lot of sun. We're gonna get our vitamin D. Never gonna get sick. There's a cool waterfall just coming out of the side of the rocks. I think it's like a spring that's just shooting out, but check it out at the top. You see it? There's a door and stairs. I don't know what that's all about. But the water just gushes from there. That's a lot of water. A lot of water. beautiful though. This was a Snickers I was going to eat yesterday, but it kind of got melted, so I put it off. And like usual, you let it sit where it's, you know, if it's cool overnight, it basically reforms. If you open it when it's all melted like that, it's a huge mess. So it's good to let it harden up if that happens. There's a sign on the left. It's a junction, but I guess that's called Roaring Springs, and it's a good name. Hard to believe a spring is that powerful. Like, it's hard to believe there's gaps through these rocks and the water's just seeping through, pooling and coming out, and so constantly. I wonder if it's seasonal. Pretty amazing. For us though, north rim, still got a long way to go. I don't know if that's the top, but we're going to the left somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where the trail goes, but it's so hard. You just cannot tell when you look up. I wish it was more crowded, so at least I could see some people, but I have no idea where we're going. Maybe up there? This trail is getting pretty wild. We have to go around this big rock here. So I think we're gonna go up on a ledge up there somehow. But I think we're gonna make a left and do all kinds of weird switchbacks and get on the other side. And lots of switchbacks over there. And then once we get around there, maybe we'll start heading straight up. Oh, wow, it's getting crazy. And look what I see as I turn the corner. There's the trail crew stuff. Lots of ropes. Wow, tow cables. I bet they're for dragging boulders and stuff around. Lots of storage, steel cables, culvert. Busy. See that culvert on the right? That one looks brand new. I wonder if that's the one they put in. The one back there looked really old, so it must have been what they pulled out. Maybe it was collapsing or something. And this does look like fresh dig. There's a little stream coming from somewhere. Oh, it's dripping from up there. For us, it's around the big rock and switchback crazy, I think. The trail here is pretty insane. It's just huge drop-offs. Echo! And it echoes. Wow. Here's a better view of the crazy trail right along this whole wall here. And then up this, it's all big drop-offs. And then we have a bunch of stairs going up. And check this out, we're underneath this huge outcropping, rather man-made cave of sorts. Crazy trail, huh? 3.6 miles to go and 3,200 feet total ascent to go. Still have a few up and downs before we go just up, but beautiful, beautiful canyon. It's so quiet. We are heading down right now, but here's the footbridge. After the footbridge, I saw it's all up. So it's all switchbacking up. I could see some of the trails. I think it cuts through this channel and goes all the way up to the rim. And that is a rim. Awesome. Almost there. Almost there. Just got a few thousand feet more to go. Okay, I've got 2.8 miles to go and about 2,600 feet of ascent. All ascent. I don't think there's any downs, but yeah, that's pretty steep. That's going to be a rough haul. It's let's see how long it's gonna take. Let's see the time here. The time is 8:52. We'll just call it 9 o'clock. 2.6. I might be going 1.5 mile an hour the whole time. My original goal was to be there by noon, so I think I'll be able to make it. Maybe by 11 o'clock. 2.8 miles in 2 hours. I think I could do it. I think that'll be good. And then go get water at the backcountry office, and then 12 more miles to go. I think that's gonna be a good day. Expecting this, there's a tiny little cave tunnel, I guess. It's small, but even in the tunnel it goes up. Constant climb. Pretty funny. I never got to see a rattlesnake, and we're too high now. Oh, pretty. Something's going up here. Let's see. It had to happen eventually. My first patch of snow since Flagstaff area, really. Right on the trail. And we still got about probably 1,300 feet to go up. And probably about 1.6 miles. Look way over there. I think that's Humphreys Peak. And right past here would be Flagstaff. That's crazy. You can see so far. And to the right, look at all those patches of snow everywhere. Just a little. But wow, you can see so far here. Here we come to the Coconino Overlook, and I said, oh wow, as I approached here. It is amazing. Oh my gosh, you can see the trail down below forever. And Humphreys Peak, even bigger. Wow. Craziest thing is we hiked along the west side of that mountain, and then we hiked through the entire plateau there, down the canyon, and then up the canyon. It's amazing when you could see like mass amounts of progress from one spot like this. Usually can't. Amazing. Here we come. North Kaibab Trailhead. Big steps. And the snow starts. Alright, I got my water at the backcountry office. I decided I'm just going to road walk out of the park because I just don't know what the conditions on trail are and how long it's going to take me to get out. And you can't camp inside the park, so gotta get out. And that's the priority for today. Get out of the park and get onto the trail right at the entrance there, and then just keep going until find a good dry spot. Maybe after 5 o'clock, go till 5 or 5:30. But I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I don't know. Looking around, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. So we'll see you there. One thing nice about road walks is you can kind of look around and look for animals and stuff because you have nothing to trip over in front of you. But it takes a beating on the legs. I think between the climb and this road walk, my legs are getting tired, and I'm probably only like 12 miles in for today. I think we have about 7 miles to the end of the park. I think when this road intersects the trail again, right from that point on, the trail is actually right next to the road. I'm gonna get back on the trail there. because I think I'll have enough time where I won't be delayed so much that it won't be too long to get out of the park. But I really look forward to getting out of the park. It'll be a 19-mile day, and as soon as I get out, I will just camp at the first good spot. I got enough water for overnight. I have no idea where I'm gonna get water tomorrow. There's a lot of snow though, but hardly any puddles. It just like seeps into the ground. So that's that. Tough road walk. I just stepped off the road to take a break and eat lunch because I was getting really hungry and my knees are both getting pounded. Not used to all this road walking, I guess. I still have 5.2 miles of road walking. I was thinking about getting back on the trail when we intersected because the trail is kind of right next to the road. But I saw that it goes down into this ravine and goes back up. And anywhere it goes down when you're going north, it's going to be full of snow. So I figured I'm just going to stay on the road. It's 2 o'clock already and I have 7 miles to do. At the pace I'm going, I'm slowing down on this road walking, maybe 2 miles an hour. It's not easy, and I'm not using my trekking poles, so it's making it slower. I might get out at the campground around 5 probably. Yeah, the catch is it's 5.2 to the entrance, but then I'll jump on the trail and it's 2.2 until it gets out of the trail. If you keep going up the road, it just veers way off the trail. So I know some people are just road walking, but yeah, I want to get back on the trail. So it's going to be 7.4 miles before I can find camp. And I'm looking at the water sources. There's not many reports, so I don't know what to expect. So I think I'm going to be carrying a lot of water all the time from now on and resorting to melting snow for a while. It's going to be tough. I don't know. I bet there are more water reports north of Jacob Lake because it seems like a lot of people are just taking the road to Jacob Lake and then getting on the trail there because the reports are there's no snow after that. And also people are getting hitches in the Jacob Lake, so they're not even walking it at all. So yeah. But yeah, until Jacob Lake, the water reports are slim. So I'll have to be careful. But time to eat my cookies and keep going. Got to get out of the park before dark. Oh, there's a sign for the Arizona Trail. I don't see any steps before it. Oddly enough, I see steps in front of it. So I think someone walked up to it and looked at the sign, or I got a picture with it, but I don't even see where the trail is at all. I don't think anybody's taken the trail. If people have, they probably got off as soon as they saw how much snow is on it, but I don't see anything at all, no semblance. So I don't feel bad at all. 4 miles to the entrance. Yeah, after that long climb, I'm looking forward to just settling in and dealing with 14.2 miles of snow. It was not appealing. I don't know if I could have made it. My legs are just getting so tired. At least this way I have 4 more on the road and 2.2 on the trail. I should be able to make it out of the park before 5. And I'll go a little while until I can find a good camp spot that's clear of the snow. We shall see. This doesn't give me too much hope about the trail itself. We're like at 8,800 feet. Huge open meadow with full on sun. Still a ton of snow. I don't see any bare patches in it. That doesn't give me much hope. I was hoping to stay tonight at a trailhead because there's usually bare areas where people can park. But if it's like this here, I don't know how much dry ground there will be. We're at 8,800 feet. I guess that could be called an Alpine Lake. I find it amazing that it's still frozen considering how warm it's been, and it's been sunny the whole day. Some clouds, but it's still frozen. Probably because of all the ice around it. But it's crazy. Look at that, 8,800 feet. The place where I was thinking about camping tonight is at 9,000 feet. I don't think it's gonna have any clear patches of snow. I'm starting to think I'm gonna have to road walk for quite a bit. Some people are going all the way up to Jacob Lake, but I know the I know the Arizona Trail kind of meets up and it parallels it for a while, and then it kind of branches long before Jacob Lake. But everything's just covered in snow. It's just gonna be so hard to find a camp spot, at least off the road. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think this through when I get to the entrance. As soon as the entrance hits the AZT, it actually goes up 300 feet AZT to 9130. Then it goes down to that trailhead, but I mean, these meadows don't give me much hope at all. I thought by now that there'd be big dry patches, but it's still quite well covered. Maybe in a week there'll be dry patches for people. Here's the Arizona Trail. Pretty high drift right here. It's about 3 feet high. I see a lot of footsteps. I don't know if that's just like rangers going to their private residence building right there. I either do this or I follow the road for 20 miles before it connects back with the Arizona Trail, and I stealth camp off the side of the road somewhere. I think I'm gonna do this. Let's check the miles here. I'm road walking, folks. At least 20 more miles. The snow looked pretty thick there and it's out in the open. And we're gonna go up into the wooded areas and go up 300 feet. So a ranger actually drove by right when I was just standing there, like trying to decide what to do, and he said, everyone just road walks. It's just way too thick up in the wooded areas. So here's the boundary. Once it's past here, I can try to go stealth camp, but it's been like 18 miles already. I'm exhausted. Fighting snow for 2 miles is not something I want to do. So let's figure out how to get past this fence, and then I'll talk to you later. North the rim of the Grand Canyon is closed, folks. Nothing to see here. Squeeze through this, actually. Big enough. Here's the border to the National Forest. Way up ahead, you might not be able to see it, but it's just fields of snow. And this is out in the open. I think after the National Forest, right where the trees meet the road way up there, I'm just gonna cut in and try to camp out in the trees somewhere. There's gotta be some, it seems like the trees protected it from falling snow, so there's some barren areas, probably a ton of pine cones or something, but I don't know. I'm on the road for another 20 miles, but I'm gonna stop soon, call it a night, rest up. It's been a long day. It's still only 4:16, but I've done about 17 miles of actual hiking, and there were some good spots off on the side of the road in the trees there. I passed them thinking I should go further, but then it looks like this grove ends and it's meadow, and then another one starts, but it looks thick over there. So I think the first good spot I see, I hope there are good spots. I might have passed up some good ones. I'll just run off to the side and camp out. Unfortunately, with all this road walking, it's going to cut out a lot of miles, so there's no point trying to do like 19 today. I already did like 17, which is more than I anticipated, especially with yesterday, 17. So I don't want to get to the trailhead on the day of the pickup at like 7 a.m. But there's nothing over here. There were some good spots before, like actually decent spots. I see up there, but it looks like, I don't know. I just don't know. All right, I'm starting to think this is my best bet. Up further, it's just a big climb up off the road. Here, there are some bare patches. I'm just gonna go a little further where that bare patch is right here and cut across, and then look for a spot for tonight. I think I might be able to set up my tent. I don't know. We'll see when we get up there. That little bit of walking in the snow uphill is me really winded. Oh my gosh. Snow is tough. So it wasn't even that deep. In the beginning it was deep, but this little field here is only a little over ankle deep, but it's still tiring. Of course, the road faces northwest, so the wind is coming from my right. I think I can make it work right here. There's enough of a flat spot, some bumps for a person to lay down. One half of the tent will not be at all level, but at least the sleeping pad portion can be level enough. At least I can get some sleep. I'm laying in my sleeping pad. It's lumpy. The left side is really high, but I won't actually slide down towards the right because the right side's got a lump right next to it as well. So I think my sleeping pad's gonna stay still. I think this upper part might keep sliding into the wall. I'll probably have to adjust because there's a lump right here. It's the lumpiest spot I have camped at yet. But I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I think 12 miles in, the PCT gets right next to the road again. But it's still at 8,800 feet, and it's going to be the same situation. I think I might just keep road walking from that point until a little before Jacob Lake, where the Arizona Trail branches away from the road, and or Jacob Lodge, because soon after Jacob Lodge it should be fine, and the trail, once the road branches and the trail is right there, it's just going down right there. So I think once I get to that point, it's going to be like 5 miles of snow, maybe less because all the melt. So maybe like 3 miles of snow, and then like bad snow. But then it should clear up, and then I'll be on the trail and find some other place to camp. But for tomorrow, I just can't figure out what I should do. I mean, I could do 12 miles. I could head to that Jacob Lake area. I'm not sure what the mileage is. I'll actually have to look at Gaia again and try to figure it out, because Guthooks is way off now. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'll keep looking at the map to see what I should do tomorrow, but I might just keep road walking. I think that's going to be the plan. Road walk until the Arizona Trail branches away from the highway just before Jacob Lodge, and then get on the trail there. But until then, there's just so much snow. I feel bad about it because I'm not on the trail. The problem was that after that huge climb, there was no way I was going to be able to tackle that snow. And I'm still certain that up where the trailhead I thought about camping at, that everything is going to be covered in snow. There's going to be no dry spots at all. Pretty tough. Someday I'll come back and I'll hike from North Kaibab trailhead up to the Jacob Lodge area. Maybe I'll get a ride from Jacob Lodge. Just super tough. I was hoping the snow would be more gone by now, but it's not. Tomorrow is going to be a fun video. Road walk. Lots of road walk. I don't know. I'm still going to eat like normal though, because I had a long day. My Fitbit said I climbed 660 floors. So I was hoping to break 700 again. I only did that twice. Once in the Cactus to Clouds Trail, and then once doing that alternate on the Arizona Trail. That killed me. But not a third time, just by 37 floors. That's too bad, but oh well. But I did a lot of miles and my feet are sore. Like I can feel the tendons are much more sore than usual. It's not used to road walking. I don't know. And plus this crappy campsite. I'm like right off the highway. I can hear cars going, but I'm pretty sure they can't see me because there's a bunch of trees right in front of me. And it's early, but I'm gonna go to sleep early, and I'm actually gonna go to wake up a little later tomorrow. Normally my plan was wake up at 5:30, but if it's road walking, I don't have to worry about walking on ice. I do have to collect some snow tomorrow and then hang it off my backpack so it melts when I'm walking, when the sun hits my back, just so I can have some water. That's gonna be the big problem, is trying to get enough water. I don't want to have to keep melting snow if I have to camp next to the road another day. It's cold up here, so. And by the way, I think it's going to be super cold tonight. I could feel it. The sun's still out, but it's like a bitter cold. I pulled out my sleeping bag liner because I think I might go to sleep with it just so I could get a really good night's sleep. I might just keep waking up all night because I'm sliding into the wall here. Yeah, but we'll see. For now, though, everybody, you all have a good night and happy Wednesday. Y'all take care and have a great day tomorrow. Bye.